Good morning, everyone. I am here with the marvelous Mel Kelly, author of these two fantastic books. His new book should be coming out soon, not outside, into disastrous interview tips. Mel Kelly, our disastrous life coach. How are you doing today?
I am doing fantastic, and it is an honor and privilege to be here with the amazing Amy Hamilton, who is the amazing author of these two amazing books, The Consummate Communicator and The Project Manager. So, looking forward to another great session of terrible, terrible, disastrous advice.
So, Mel, this was requested by our viewers. And the question is, what is your disastrous dieting tips? As you're aware, especially here in America, you've brought up our portion sizes, you've brought up the food that you ate on your wonderful trip to New York City. And there's so many diets out there. There's like wheat, grass, juice, fast, detox, keto, low carb, what is it? The caveman diet. I mean, there are just so many diets throughout history. The grapefruit diet, the juice cleanses, the soup cleanses. What is your disastrous dating advice? I mean, disastrous dieting advice.
Well, I would call it somewhere between the Irish and American diet, is what I would call is the best possible diet that you can possibly have. Whenever I go back home to Ireland, I always put on a few extra kilos. That's pounds for you guys over there. So I put on an extra few pounds. I could only be there for a couple of days. I can put on quite a few pounds. And when I was in America for a very short, only for a week, and my goodness, I still put on a few kilos and pounds. So I can tell you the secret to the best diet possible is Irish side of it is bread. Lots of bread, more bread. Bread 5 meals a day. Bread, butter, as much bread as you can possibly. It is fantastic. It tastes good. It feels good. It makes you feel bloated. It makes you feel tired. It makes you feel not happy. But I tell you, it tastes great. So bread, lots of bread, bread. Forget all that other stuff. Bread,
No, I
more
love that you
bread.
also said butter. So I had
Butter's
some
great.
friends
Yeah,
here
the
the other
butter's great.
day, and they were over for brunch, and they're like, "Oh, do you have butter?" And I was like, "Oh, actually, I don't." And I know that's they're like not American. And then it gets worse. They're like, "Do you have ketchup?" I'm like, "No, I don't have ketchup either." I was like, "I have 6 types of mustard." So that's like German. Like, yes, I've got honey mustard, I've got Dijon, like I got every mustard, but I have zero ketchup, zero butter. So please give me some more disastrous
Yeah,
dieting
yeah,
advice, Mel
yeah.
Kelly,
So, and
besides bread
that's
and
good.
butter.
The bread and butter is good because the bread will put on the weight. The butter will get your heart or the cholesterol. So it's good. That covers both sides. Next tip. This is one from being in America. Absolutely vital to really destroying your health for making sure you maximize your life. Maybe not like the longevity of it, but definitely for maximizing your life. Is big portions, big portions. It's all about the supersize me. No matter what size your portion is, eat more, eat double, eat. And the most important thing is eat it quickly. Because if you eat your food slowly, what will happen is your stomach might tell you that you're actually full, and then you might not be able to eat more. So it's very important that you eat quickly and don't really chew your food properly. Eat quickly, swallow it down, and so that your stomach doesn't get a chance to tell you that's full, and so that you get a very good chance there of overeating by having double, triple portions. Fantastic tip. Again, you'll feel wonderful while you're eating, but 5, 10 minutes later, you'll feel unhappy, bloated, and all that other terrible thing. But then the best thing you can do then is eat more. There you go.
Don't save room for dessert, just stuff it in, right?
Stuff it in, and if there's any bit of gap there, a bit of Coke, a 2 liter bottle of Coke, or sorry, big bottle of Coke, 1.5. 8 ounces. What is it in the US? Big bottle of Coke.
Believe it or not, it's a 2-liter bottle. I have no idea why.
You call it 2 liter?
We
Oh, you guys!
do.
Oh
It's
my goodness!
bizarre.
I thought you guys wouldn't know what 2 liters was.
No, it's there's certain things here, like running a 5K race is still a 5K, even though like we have it marked in miles. Like the kilometers are marked in America.
Okay, okay. You guys are mixed up. I mean, we're mixed up in Ireland too as well. We have both systems as well. But I mean, you guys are I mean, we have an excuse. I mean, Europe has got a metric, but you're not. I thought you guys were sticking on the imperial system. What happened there?
Well, I would say like we're probably 90% on the imperial system, and then every once in a while, I don't know.
You
So drank
slip
a
out.
lot of soda.
You mean you guys are trying to be European?
So no, because Europeans don't drink a lot of soda, do they?
No, European uses metric though.
I, I thought we were talking about soda.
Okay. Sorry, I'm sorry. Like,
So
how could I
confused.
forget that? How could we be talking about anything else whatsoever?
Okay, so we're gonna have to
Well,
do disastrous European American interactions on a different show. And this show, we're gonna go back to dieting advice. So your
okay.
advice is eat quickly, eat as much as you can, eat as much bread and butter as you can, drink as much soda as you can. Any other really just disastrous dieting advice that you could share with our audience on making sure that they can be as big as possible, as quickly as possible?
Yeah, but just anything like weighing scales or mirrors or anything like that you might have in your house, throw them all out because you might actually see it. You know what damage you're doing to yourself. That's not good. You don't want to see that. Just let yourself do the damage, and yeah, let nature take let nature take its course.
So Mel, what about elastic waistbands? Would you recommend those then?
Elastic, yeah, belts are completely overrated because belts will make you feel bad. If you put on weight or lose weight, belts make you feel bad. Give you conscience. You don't want that. That's terrible. You just, yeah, the elastic waistband's good. You can put on an extra
Yeah.
couple of kilos or
Just
20
live in
kilos
yoga
or
pants.
just live in yoga pants. What more do you need? You know, that's what yoga pants were designed for.
Yeah,
I mean,
yoga
you look at
pants, sweatpants,
those guys,
anything with an elastic waistband.
those yoga guys, they weren't, you know, I mean, were they overrated? The original yoga guys from way back when I originally came from India, what was their diet like? Huh?
I do not know. I would have to research this, Mel.
Yeah, exactly. So yoga pants is good, stretch pants is good, wet elastic band pants are good because again, you can then wear them without without
Mel,
feeling
I
bad.
would like to throw something else in. As you're
Okay.
aware, I'm a coffee drinker. You're a coffee drinker, and you did talk about the portion size. But I think more importantly than portion size, go to the places where you can get the coffee with as much stuff as possible that's not coffee in your coffee. It's like 2 drops
That's
of
very important.
coffee.
Yeah, as many calories as possible because actually a regular cup of coffee with no milk in it is our low fat milk is what it's 125 calories. It's very low, but that's all rubbish. That's not good for you. You know, you need to get them. You know, like go to one of those fast food stores or fast food coffee places or coffee chains that are, and you got to get the macchiato, the frappo macchiato, the latte macchiato. You got to get the honey in, the flavors in, and then you're up at one coffee serving. You're up at 700-800 kilos or calories. Sorry, kilos, 700-800 calories. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the good stuff. You have 3 of those. You've blasted your calorie count for the day. Like,
And Mel, I'm totally violent. Like, don't drink water. Like, don't drink water.
no,
Like, drink
water's
soda instead. Like,
yeah, those coffee with the toppings from the coffee shops. That's the way to go. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, adhering to that calorie count. What is it? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, whatever it is, the limit for a normal person. Try and get that all into one sitting, and do that 3 or 4 times a day. That is absolutely top dietary advice
so
from
Mel,
the
we've really focused a lot on the diet. Not for this episode, but in the future, I think one of the things we should talk about is bad exercise advice to go with your bad dieting advice. So I think I was going to talk about something else, but I think next episode we're going to go with bad exercise advice because
yes.
I just feel like this has really led up to it, and the kind of doing the diet and the exercise show back to back would really be a lot of value to our audience and making sure because you wouldn't want to be taking in all these calories and burn them off.
Oh no, that'd be terrible. I mean, what's the point of having calories if you're burning them off? I mean, that's completely against the whole point of it.
Right? So, yeah, the next episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about bad exercising advice. It will complement our bad dieting advice. Mel, I just want to say, this also ties back to kind of what we did the first year on our bad dating advice in your, top tips for dating disasters. And when you really look at this, making sure that you are at your maximum, capacity possible, this should also help to sabotage your dating as well. I think it is really
Absolutely.
multiple purpose. Yeah. Wonderful.
Absolutely. It's
Thank you
been
so much for
wonderful. It's
your
been a
time
pleasure.
this
It's been
morning,
great.
Mel.
Thank you so much. We see you all.